Hey everyone, it's Mike here, and welcome back to the main track. Now I'm cranking out another one of these show and tell type of videos here for an awesome new car that just rolled out of the shops. I literally just unboxed these a few moments ago, and I'm pretty excited to give you a rundown. This is one of the new Pullman Standard PS2 4427 high-side covered hopper cars by Tangent Scale Models. I purchased these directly from Tangent a few days ago when they were announced, and they got here to my house pretty quickly. And as you can see here, true to how Tangent does things, these are fantastic top-of-the-line units with a lot of superb details. If you've been a viewer here on the main track for a while, you know I love covered hopper cars, and Tangent's one of my favorite brands, and these new Katy hoppers are definitely no exception. Tangent released several road names with this November 2023 release, but I'll be taking a look at these MKT ones for obvious reasons. Well, some quick background here. As with most hopper cars, the model name correlates to the load capacity, in this case 4,427 cubic feet. The prototype 4427s started rolling out back in the 1960s as the railroads moved away from moving grain in boxcars. Well, the MKT ordered several hundred of these cars, and the batch represented by these models had build dates of April 1968, and Tangent is offering 6 different road numbers. This car creates the look of the Katy during its red era before things changed to green in 1972. You can see an example of that latter green scheme on this Tangent Pullman Standard 4750, but you could still find plenty of these red cars roaming around the Katy system up through the 1980s. Well, I'm super excited to have these here on the layout. You may recall Lifelike Proto 2000 produced a line of Katy 4427s a few years back, and I had quite a few of those. They were pretty nicely detailed. The coloring wasn't exactly perfect, but they were great little models and top of the line for a lot of years. Walthers also produced a less detailed version of these cars as well. Well, now we have this accurate 4427 model by Tangent. As you can see, the red on these cars looks spot on, although it would have been faded and weathered by the 1980s, along with some other minor changes over the years, but overall these things look fantastic. So technically these cars represent how they would have rolled out of the assembly line in 1968. And making some of those minor modifications that would have taken place in the 1970s and 80s can be an evening project for me sometime. Well, for the sake of not sounding redundant to my other Tangent Hopper videos, I'll just briefly touch on some highlights of these. As I mentioned, the red is prototypical, and the white lettering is very crisp and legible. The separately applied ACI computer label is a nice touch. Well, these have Tangent's super detailed 100-ton Barber-style trucks with free-rolling bearing caps and also metal 36-inch wheels. Well, it's equipped with scale brand-name Katy couplers. You'll want to check out these fine body details, everything from the ladders and grab irons and brake wheel and rigging to the uncoupling lever and end brake platforms. There are nice, accurate minor brand gates for unloading on the bottom and accurate loading hatches on top. And while we're up here, I really like the etched see-through running boards. As typical with Tangent cars, these roll very smoothly, and you can see right here the weight in ounces, which is within NMRA standards. And I couldn't find any problems with the coupler heights. Now, as with my other run and review episodes, I don't normally advertise prices, since those can obviously change up or down year to year or retailer to retailer, of course. But as the fall of 2023, I can report these are priced right in line with Tangent's other hopper cars. Well, as if I didn't have enough hopper cars already here on the Sedalia Sub, now I've got a few more, and that's quite alright because there's plenty of grain to move. Some of the other road names in this release, like the Santa Fe and Chicago and Northwestern versions, are also catching my eye. But for now, all aboard and all the best, and we'll see you next time right here on the main track.